Bravo, Nicosia. Yes, the Leventis Municipal Museum of Nicosia. Okay, we will go in. You are allowed. Can everybody hear? There used to be a sea here, and what happened? The Euro-Asia plate collected with the African, boom, yes, and it came upside down, and we had a volcano explosion, yes? The lava went up to the sky and then came down, and the crust of the earth cracked, and it came upside down, and it created a mountain range. We came above the sea level 20 million years later, and that was the first part of Cyprus, Rhodos Mountain. Yes,
Rhodos Mountain.
It came out of the sea. And then we had the creation of the second mountain range in the north, Pentadactylos. Yes? So it was the sea in the middle. Here it was the sea. So what happened after the ice age? That means snow melted from the mountains and it came down with the rocks, with the soil, and everything filled up, and we created Nicosia. So that's the reason nowadays we see rocks just like here. You see the window next to me? All these rocks with the remainings of fish. We call it fossils. Fossils. Yes, it's the shells which existed in the sea. It became dry. Yes, and we have the footprints of the seashells on the stone. So these are the fossils. Amazing, huh? Amazing. And again, some more over here. You see? Shells inside the soil. And then let me show you something very interesting. Long time ago, when the ancient Greeks came here, they taught us how to write. That's the reason we write Greek nowadays, huh? Thanks to the ancient Greeks. And look what the ladies they were doing. They were doing embroidery on the wall. This is what we have here. You see? Yes, with the stone they were holding the threads and they were doing embroidery, yeah? Like the carpet on the floor, like their clothes. That's how they used to make them. And let's continue and see the evolution of the ceramics. Here we found all this in the tombs, huh? In the tombs. Because they used to believe that there's a continuation of life, and people used to bury their deceased people with their pots, like nowadays casseroles, used to prepare our food, to prepare our drinks, and eat and drink. So all this we have found in the tombs. And let's continue now. And let me show you something very important. You can open a little bit. And I would like to show it to you in the middle. This metallic is called ingot. It's like you have a rectangular sized thing and you pull the corners. Yes? This is a small one made of bronze. Bronze is a copper. Right? It's a blending of minerals, especially copper. So this one is a small one. But that's how Cyprus used to export copper and bronze in the old days. And these ones were very big, about 37 to 40 kilos. Yeah. Please do not touch the windows, huh? Ladies, do not touch the windows, please. Don't touch anything, it's not allowed. Thank you. So that's how we used to export the bronze and the copper, and that's what made Cyprus very rich in the very old days. And that's the reason everybody used to believe that Cyprus took its name out of the name of the copper. But no, it's the opposite. It's the copper, the mineral, that took its name out of the name of Cyprus. Because an old name of Cyprus used to be Ais Kuprum, a very ancient name of Cyprus. And now, join me. We're going to go upstairs and see very, very interesting again. Then the French got Cyprus, then the Italians ruled here, and then we had the Turkish Ottomans. Of course, the locals were always Christians. So that's the reason I'm showing to you here what we need in a church during the ceremony. And I would like to explain to you two things. Look, in the middle, you've got the encensoir that the priest is holding. Yes, and he's doing this movement in the church, yes, with the nice essences, nice smell in the church, and you can see, we call it thymniato in Greek, thymniato, and you see above that there are 12 little bells, round bells. Do you know why there are 12? Because 12
Disciples.
disciples.
The followers of Jesus.
Yes, bravo. Thank you, my dear. Yes, thank you. Exactly. The 12 apostles, The 12 apostles. The 12 students. Μαθητές, Okay. Yeah, if you please close the phone. Please close the phone. It's not allowed in the museum. Please switch it off. Thank you. Yeah, so it's like the 12 apostles participating during the ceremony. That is the meaning. So when the priest doing like that, they are ringing the bells. Okay. Now, what is also important in an Orthodox church? Look at this plate with a star above it and a cover. This is what the priest needs to prepare the Holy Communion. Bravo, the Holy Communion. In a Catholic church, there is only like a biscuit. Okay, so, bravo, Θεία Κοινωνία, bravo, ευχαριστώ. In an Orthodox church, it's not only the wafer, the biscuit, but it's the bread with yeast. Yeast symbolizes that people, we spread the religion and we become more and more. That's the meaning. And the bread, which is the flesh of Jesus, the flesh, and the wine represents the blood of Jesus. Bravo. So that's the reason we put both of them together in the chalice, like a glass, in the chalice, for the Holy Communion. So that's the reason in an Orthodox church, the priest is holding the chalice, and with a spoon, he's offering the Holy Communion to the believers. Yes? Blood and flesh of Jesus together. There you are. Okay. Now, let's continue and show to you something very interesting this way.